Hello everyone, it's Jazz. It's West Ham Eyes channel. Hope you're doing well. It's been a couple of days, isn't it? So I thought about to do a show. Yeah, a few more things have been bubbling along in the West Ham EastEnders soap opera, shall I say. In terms of weather, it's getting hotter and hotter again. I've kind of had enough of it now. It's kind of hasn't rained in a month. There's a warning, amber warning for people in the UK, particularly around where I live, kind of London. I cheekily walked the garden last night. It's probably going to be one of my last chances before the band comes in. And the grass looks very refreshed and happy for what I did last night. So that's looking good. So I hope you're doing well in the chat. So obviously this show is okay. I'm smiling because, yeah, I'm usually like that anyway. But I think it's going to be quite a serious show, I think. Some serious points to talk about. And okay, only one game has gone in the league, right? And Jazz is already sort of a bit worried, a bit depressed. Some of the things I'm hearing out there from our manager and other news, I don't think we're in such a good shape as we think, really. And obviously, I was there at the London Stadium at the weekend, and we'll go into that a bit more. But let's see who's in the chat. Darren's in there. Darren, I don't know how to give you the spanner, mate. I don't know how to do it. I don't even know how to bloody block anyone if I had to. So I'm using Melon app. I don't know. Let me see. I'm hovering on your name. I don't know how to do it. Someone who's familiar with Melon app, let me know. I can give Darren the moderator tools. Darren, we might have to look at it again, mate. Yeah, I can't see an obvious link in there, mate. So we'll look at that later on as we do. I think StreamYard used to be easier, Darren. It used to just click on edit button or free spots, click on it here. I ain't got a clue, mate, how to do it. But we'll get into it anyway. So I hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Peter's there. Suffering Peter's there. How you doing, mate? You all right? Let me just go in and out. I knew something wasn't right. My cartoon. Where's my cartoon? There, we need my cartoon. Peter Suffering, Alan, you from Australia, mate? You nutter. How you doing? Yeah, Peter's on bang on the kind of vibe I'm on, mate. We'll go into it and share our sorrows, shall we say? I will, mate. I will in a minute. Yeah. Before I go into it, subscribers is going through the roof. We've gone past the 800 mark, and literally it's gone mad in the last month. I think it's just kind of gone up 50-60%, I think. So we could be hitting that 1,000 mark soon, really, probably in a couple of weeks. So keep subscribing, keep telling your friends and family about it, and hopefully hit that 1,000 mark, really. So let me get into it first. Let's share some news with everyone before we get into other stuff. Let's see, Peter. I don't trust it anymore. Yeah, I don't trust it anymore, all the news. You know, sometimes it won't even rain. It's just cloudy. I think we had 3 days last week. It was completely cloudy. It didn't rain. It didn't rain at all. Anyway, as everyone knows, Issa Diop has left the club. Fulham, I think, had that one wrapped up a number of weeks ago. We're just waiting for West Ham. And as usual, even when West Ham is selling players, it just takes ages deciding what they're doing. And usually it's because they don't know who they want to replace this guy with. And they got to a point where Issa Diop refused to play for West Ham. And so he had to be let go ASAP, really. And hopefully that'll speed up the replacement. But he's gone. 4 5-year deal, £15 million. Apparently Fulham were after him or looking at him 4 years ago, and they couldn't get him when we signed him. So they've kept tabs on him ever since then. And they've got him, and they think he's going to be good at organising defence. He's a big physical presence at the back, going to help them out, really. So that's that news. Again, let me know in the chat. Did you want to give him 1 more year? Or again, he's one of those players that I thought it's better if he leaves. And again, David Moyes makes his mind up quick. Gave him a couple of smallish chances, shall I say, and it didn't quite work out for him. So it's bye-bye Issa Diop, everyone. And now the next guy is Mr. Vlasic. So he's on his way to Torino. We signed him for around 25 million last summer. With add-ons, he could have gone as high as 30 million. Loan to perm, again, I don't know what the loan fees are. All we know is that it can be made permanent to 12.9 million. I'm just worried that there's an option for them not to take it, because all these clubs apart from our league are skint. They haven't got nothing, right? So I'm hoping that they are committed to this, because if he doesn't make it in this team and league, I don't know, he'd probably end up back in Russia. I'm not too sure. So that's £12.9 million, everyone. That's a 50% loss on him, isn't it, at minimum? So that's kind of not good. So he should be on his way today or tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Let me know in the chat what you think about Vlasic and Jupe. For me, again, similarly to Jupe, Vlasic just kind of wasn't going to happen, was it, really? Wasn't really going to happen. I know he didn't. I don't even know what his position is. Is he the one behind the striker? Is he where Bowen plays? Is he where Lanzini plays? Not too sure. Let me know in the chat. He's one of those players that I think he played at Southampton. He played really, really well from what I was hearing. And then he didn't really do anything after that, to be fair. Just trying to look at something here while I'm on, really. Hang on. Might be a minute. Got so many screens open, everyone, because I'm trying to do something else. So that's Vlasic. Let's catch up with some comments, and then we'll get into the serious part of the show. David, yeah, mate, we're going to look at that, mate. We're going to look at that. One of the words that we're going to use, which I think we're kind of in at the moment, yeah, it's a transfer window, and we are panicking, and we are rushing around, and we are scattergun approaches back for West Ham because we've ended up in this sticky situation, everyone. You know, we've spent 100 million, brought a few players in, but like I said, when you lose 12, 13, 14 players, and don't tell me the club didn't know that was going to happen. They knew that was going to happen, right? For a while, bring some people in January, you know? But it is what it is. We're going to look at that in a minute. Yeah, it was 15 million before, wasn't it, mate? A bit more, and now it's down to 12.9. I don't think they got 12.9, Torino. I don't think so, mate. I don't think they're going to take that up. There's an option to buy, but I like it where there's a commitment to buy. There's two types of options now, and more clubs are going down the option to buy. You can't get out of it that easily, you know. I think Levy used to take the mick a lot. He used to bundle in 2-3 like that and never take on that option, but use the players to get them high up and then go elsewhere. I think he did that to one or two players in Portugal. He got, if I remember. One of them we were about to get. Do you remember? Oh, mate, it's usual suspect. Hope you're well. I think the heat's getting to the board. Moyes, everyone. Let me just quickly go through the chat, and then let's get cracking with a moan. Matt, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, I work in finance banking, and there's a customer in Russia who sent us some payments, Matt, and they're stuck in the middle. I think I might have mentioned it before. We can't get to them, so you can't really accept any money coming in from Russia at the moment unless the bank reviews it, and they are inundated with these type of requests going back many months, mate. So you can't really pay money to Russia. You can't receive any money to Russia, and that's a very, very good point, Matt. I think we've cheekily kind of got out this where we'll pay them at some point whenever this war hopefully ends. But for the time being, I think we're quids in, aren't we, mate? We're quids in. Robert, how you doing, mate? Yeah, we're going to go into all of that, mate. It's not good, mate. It is, mate. It is, mate. Well, that's Vlasic, mate. That's Vlasic. Right. Let me go into something. Let me see. I think I was mentioning before, David Moyes is becoming more and more quite open about what he feels about what's going on in the window. As I said, some windows he's happy with a small squad. He's very happy with the owners trying to get the players done. He kept very quiet. Obviously, two years ago, he got Bowen in, he got Souček in, he got Kufal in, he got Lingard in, got Dawson in. That served him very, very well because we were struggling then, right? So when you're buying not to go down or not to finish in the bottom 10, it's a slightly different story. The issue now, what David Moyes is kind of saying, and we agree and kind of understand, is that you're breaking into the top six. The players that you're looking at are very, very good quality and very different in terms of price from when you're looking for players to stay mid-table. As an example, it's a different ball game, to finish bottom 10 and then 8th to 10th and then 6th and 5th and 4th. It's a big difference, big difference. And what David Moyes has said is, he said, I can't tell you how many bids we've actually put in for players over the summer. And what he's saying is basically that he has given them the list, right? He's agreed a long list with him and Rob Newman. So we can't say that to David for this part. But the club, he says, have not got the deals done due to mixture of price and terms, especially terms, right? And that's due to Sullivan and his gang. It's not down to Newman. It's not down to Sullivan. Sorry, down to Moyes. It's down to Sullivan, right? So I think if some of us are thinking it's David Moyes, it's kind of not really, right? It's kind of not. One or two situations Moyes was a little bit involved in, but we'll come into that in a minute. But I don't know why we've been so slow. And like I keep saying, right, you missed out on Lingard. I don't know by how many thousands a week you were apart, right? Should have got that one in, right? Or have someone lined up, right? So I think Cornet, to be fair, is that kind of player-ish. So we still need a number 10. And we're going to our team in a minute. But I think Cornet looks like it's kind of partially Lingard's replacement. So thank God that Cornet had the football sense to choose us, because Everton spoke to him way before, right? So again, we could have lost Cornet, everyone, wasting time on the Lingard deal, because the Lingard offer was on the table for 3-4 weeks. So let me know in the chat what you feel. But looks like David Moyes is not happy with how many players he's told him he wanted. They're not getting many through the door, and it's due to terms, everyone. And the issue with that is, obviously, you have to pay players a lot more if you're trying to build a top 6, top 5, top 4 team. And if you've got the mentality of mid-table wages, you're going to have a mid-table team, aren't you? And you're going to find it hard to recruit and find it hard to keep players. That's just the nature of the game, the nature of the beast. It's got to be a mixture. What you got to do is you got to go for your high-level targets, get them in, but equally go for some free transfers, go for some loans, right? Pay them a bit more in loan fees if you have to. Just get them done, right? Because it looks like we haven't got enough money to replace these 14 that have gone out the door. I don't think many clubs would. But why haven't we not signed anyone on a free transfer, right? I go back to me, Tchaikovsky, Lingard, one or two others you lot mentioned. There's still other people that you can get on loan, but we're just so slow about it, right? And I know you're meant to buy players that are going to hit the 11, but at the same time, you've got to accept that you've got to buy a few who are going to be a bit cheaper, but be very good on the bench, right? People like Dawson, obviously, you never know what you're going to get with some of these players. They could hit the ground running and surprise you. So that is what I'm hearing. I think even Roy Keane and one or two others have mentioned. And whoever was at that London stadium last week, everyone, it was not really a competitive game, was it? After 20 minutes, our goalkeeper went off. Nothing from our old boys. Looked static. Not many shots on goal, if any. Very, very easy for Man City, even though they did do their homework on us and stopped us the way we've been playing the last 2 games against us. But then again, that was because that team was the same as 2 years ago. Pep would have found it very, very easy to draw up his tactics because he knows West Ham's team. There's no one in that starting 11 that's a surprise, is it, everyone? If you buy 3, 4, 5 new players, sometimes the opposition manager is not going to know how you're going to set up or how you're going to play, that kind of thing. So the surprise factor just wasn't there, was it? Just wasn't there. Let's go through the chat. Ruby Tuesday. My cat's name's Ruby. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Relegation season again. Wouldn't go that far. Wouldn't go that far. But having finished sixth and seventh, semi-final Europa, it's going to be hard to get seventh again. I think, mate. Hard to get seventh, but it could get worse because if one of our big boys gets a reasonably long injury like Rice, Zuma, and Bowen, it's going to be a lot worse, mate. Yeah. Great signing, mate. Great age, and really wanted to come. I think I know a lot of these modern players can do their acting and pretend they wanted to come, but because a couple of clubs had spoken to him and he didn't commit, and West Ham came in very late, only came in after Lingard went, so that's not a lot longer than a fortnight ago. And even then, we were messing about with Burnley, saying, "Can we have him on loan?" So again, wasting time, giving other teams a chance to come in. And thankfully, David Moyes must have thrown a wobbly and they got the deal done. Wasn't this the one where the clause was 17.5 and we offered 17? All right, so we got this one done, and the boy didn't take the mick in terms of terms. He agreed everything really, really quick. But again, we're so slow, we didn't register him in time for the City game. So there you go. Hello, Daniel. Hope you're all right, mate. Hope you're all right. He's not looked happy for a while. Even the interview after the Brighton game, everyone, he virtually said, he goes, "I've told him in the dressing room, you guys, half of you not good enough for what I want next season." He's got more and more frustrated since the January window, I found. You know, the only thing, I mean, let me close this window down and show you the Anana news, which again, it does upset people like the Lingard news. And this news coming out this morning, again from a apparent insider at West Ham, and he's mentioning that the reason why this deal didn't quite go through over the line is David Moyes didn't verbally promise him a guaranteed starting lineup. I think there's different ways of approaching that. You've got to do everything you can to get the player over the line, I feel, right? And there's a couple of things you can do. You can either talk him round and say, "Listen, mate, at the beginning, just train well, get to know the league from the bench, and we'll bring you on every game as a sub. We'll bring you on, right?" And then you mix it up again. You're just trying to be crafty with the player. At the end of the day, you've got the player you wanted. You've got the confidence that long-term he's going to be the one for you, right? So David Moyes, you don't have to be too honest for yourself, mate. I know he's old school, but, I mean, what the hell's Frank Lampard told him? We all know Everton are shit, team-wise. Not even no issue with the club, right? A lot of history, great team when I was growing up. Maybe they'll get there in the future, right? I'm not knocking the size of the club, but come on. In this position we're in, West Ham should be so much easier to sell to a player than Everton, right? We've finished in Europe last 2 years. We're in Europe again. We've got one of the best players we've got three of the best players in the league, right? We play good football, good coaching staff. We're based in London, so if he's got a girlfriend, she's going to come to West Ham. But honest old Dave, old school Dave, says it the way it is, and he's obviously gone to Lampard's lies, hasn't he? I mean, Everton, to be fair, looked half decent in that game against Chelsea. But listen, Lampard could be sacked in November, right? So what does that mean? You've got to be more streetwise, David. You've got to just get him in any way you can, and then you manipulate him. And then what you can say is like, because these agreements are never written on the contract, right? The way you're going to play him, the way he's going to sort of suit your game, starting. You just verbally, you can say anything verbally. You know, players are bullshit all the time, right? So why couldn't David just say, "Listen, I love you, I trust you, you're going to be good, but you're for your benefit. I know the World Cup's around the corner." Maybe that was a sticking point. But you can still watch him in pre-season. And once he's signed, mate, he can jump up and down as much as he wants, right? I don't think it's going to be an issue. And if he is as good as he is, then give him the odd start over Souček. What's the big deal? And if he gets dropped because he hasn't played well, he'll understand that. No club, no player, certainly Anana's 20, he's got no reputation in the game, right? He cannot dictate or have a personality like Ronaldo to bully clubs. Just get him in, because then I don't mind getting, but what is your alternative? There isn't one, is there, right? And I don't even know if we're going to get a CDM over the line now, right? I don't know if we're going to get a number 10 over the line now, right? And the number 10s we've got the club Lanzini, Banrama, a load of crap. Got no left back. We've got no centre backs, right? Well, got one fit, haven't we? It's a concern. It's a concern, right? So we've lost him. So let me know in the chat if you would be honest as well, right? You just have to play around with certain people, isn't it? You know, Fergie used to do it all the time. You just have to do these things to make them sign sometimes, right? Yeah, I'm going to bring up the lineup in a minute, everyone. Let me bring the lineup for you. Let me bring up the lineup for you, everyone. Okay, let me go through the chat in a minute. Getting no one is better than... Yeah, but Epic, he wanted Onana, right? So that's the difference, right? He's monitored him for a while, right? And there's not too many people that play like Skamaka in that. So fair enough to get him over the line. So when you lose... So imagine Skamaka didn't sign. There's not many alternatives. Broja is difficult to get over the line. There's not many that can play like Skamaka. I saw it Saturday. He's going to be good. He's going to be good, right? So when there's not many alternatives, you have to get the deal done, right? Thank God Burnley, whatever, they went down and Cornet was available. Onana, I don't know there's many like him around, and I don't think there is. And now they're looking at Conor Gallagher, who's a slightly different player. We'll look into that in a minute. But for me, by hook or crook, I would have got Onana over the line, mate. I would have got him over the line. That's true, Daniel, mate. That is true. Epic. Yeah, but I think he wanted Onana. He pulled out Onana because apparently he told him you're not a guaranteed starter. I'll get a picture up next time. Ruby. Let me see if I've got a picture up here. Bloody, I'm going on a tangent again, aren't I? Ruby. Where's Ruby gone? Let me see the album. Oh, bloody hell. Give me a minute. I've got Ruby. Oh, where is she? Ruby. I've got a whole album just for Ruby somewhere. She's 2 years old, bit short here. I can't find her. I'll find her in a minute. I'm terrible at finding bloody things. So many albums. Anyway, let's go for the chat and we look at the lineup. Always, mate. Always. Great example. Yep. We're going to go into that in a minute. Our targets at the moment and the team for Forest. Yeah. But this is a proper CDM, man. Do you know when you want to keep it really tight against the top six? I would play him instead of Souček, and if you need a goal, bring Souček on. Or perhaps, like a lot of you in the chat were saying, find a formation for all three, won't you? Because I know you like to get creative, a lot of you in the chat with your formation. So find a formation for all three of them. And then we got Downs as well, so looking good in that, isn't it? Yeah, but I think the difference is, I don't think they're that great, are they? What's Lingard on 120 a week? Is it all in? Is it 85 plus bonuses? I'm not sure. It's very slow. I don't know who's on that team. Usual suspect. I don't know who's on that team, mate. I don't know. But it's a very slow-moving team. And David's he's going to kick over a few cones on Saturday. I'm telling you, he's getting really wound up now. Yeah, but is Dawson coming back? Is that what a top 6, top 5, top 4 team should be looking at, Mandy? Not really, isn't it? Shouldn't be relying on Dawson. Unfair on him as well. He helped out as a one-off last season, but he's more slow, and we're going to get on his back because it's hard for him playing against pacey players. Yeah, Oggy, I'm writing Oggy off, man. I'm writing Oggy off like Winston Reid. We're not going to be able to use him in so many games this season. That's why they're kind of trying to get another centre back in. Oh, mate, he offered nothing. Mate. He kept falling over. Didn't really have any shots or anything of nature. Then he kind of went off. And then obviously some players or some fans, like, he looked knackered already. It's just, I'm sick of it, mate. I'm just sick of the same stuff, mate. Yeah, but he's going to be hard to reach those heights again. Yeah, should we look at the? So the reason I'm saying this, mate, is we haven't got a number. We should sign a number 10, right? Then Bowen will go to where Antonio is. The only reason I'm doing that is Antonio can't really play in the middle. He's not creative. He's very static. I think with Antonio, he's got explosive pace, but he's not mobile, right? He's not going to track back. So I think Bowen is good at helping Souček if he needs to, and kind of be good at being close to Skamaka. So this is a temporary lineup for Forest, everyone. So Bowen's going to be in the middle, Cornet left wing, Antonio right wing, Souček a little bit further, because I don't think we should respect Forest too much, right? There's no need to play 5 at the back or 3 centre backs or any of that, right? Dawson and Zuma, I'm assuming Dawson is kind of okay. Rice will just play bit deep to protect the back 4, and just it's not ideal. Creswell and Cornell to kind of go up front as much as they can, really. Cressy probably won't. So you can see from the team already, we need that number 10 here. We need a left back / wing back here. We need a centre back there. And Kufal, I'm not sure about, everyone. Kufal's going to be perhaps not good enough to play week in, week out. So you can try Johnson if you want. Ideally, I'd look for someone else if I could. That boy at PSG, I think he can play right back as well. I'm not seeing too much of him. I mean, he just looks like all right, doesn't he? He doesn't look great or brilliant. I think he's just, but they said he's just a solid, okay performer, wasn't he? Something like that. I don't know. You can't really tell from YouTube, but for me, Keane at Everton, no thank you. He's had atrocious last 2 seasons. If Everton are kicking him out, what does that say? Forget that. Yeah, that's true. Bandy. How you doing, mate? Football mamas. How you doing, right? You're right, Ryan. Although he was kind of okay, he wasn't at fault for anything really too serious that I saw. So he kind of, I've kept an eye on him, but basically for me, from the match, sorry, I think obviously Fabianski was kind of okay before he went off. Cressy, Kufal were just average. Antonio's awful. Lanzini, awful. Benrahma, awful. Fornell's nothing there. So not a good show, everyone. Not really good. Well, this lineup, like I said, will work. Well, you got to bring in another 2-3 bodies, haven't you? Really? Yeah, it needs helping, mate. It needs helping. He's under contract, isn't he, Mandy? I think you can't guarantee. I mean, listen, every good team, you need to have 2 in every position. Does that mean that the other 11 are going to leave? I don't think so. As long as the club is moving in the right direction, there's good training, reasonably good salary, good boys in the dressing room, and you rotate, don't you? See, David Moyes, the worry is if he gets a squad of 22 and he just keeps playing 11 and kills them, that's not good either for the owners. I don't know who bought Vlasic or Krau. That was a lot of money gone down the drain, right? That's not good for anyone. That's not healthy. So we need to definitely buy more, and Moyes needs to rotate more. Just not a performer, Ian. You can't. He's just, if he stays, he ain't going to play, mate. He came in as a sub, and he's one of those who's gone into his shell, Ian. He's gone into his shell. There's nothing there. There's no confidence. He just doesn't want to be there, I don't think. You're just carrying on happy player there, Ian. That's the point. The point is go, but get your replacements ready. We're just so slow, mate. So slow. There was one player who's come back heavy. I didn't click on that link. Is it him, mate? Is it him? Not sure. Yeah, but some clubs have already got reasonable good players in that position, haven't they? So they're not too worried about it. I know a lot of people after the Forest game, mate. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if I'll go to the next one for now. I'm not sure. Yeah, he kind of did way over what we expected, didn't we, everyone? And so good from set pieces in terms of a goal threat, isn't it? Yeah, let's judge Antonio when he plays in that wing. Because if he still ain't performing, then I'll be worried about him. I'm kind of understanding that up front he doesn't want to play and he's just sulking as well. So play him a bit back and then he's got to do something. I think there's 1 goal since Christmas, everyone. So again, yeah, we need to sort it out. Yeah, could do, couldn't we? We can't play around with it, mate. Listen, there was no enthusiasm at the ground. There's huge queues out there. People getting pissed off in the queue. People getting pissed off with the prices of pints. And was it £4.50 for a can of Coke? Was it £2.50 for a packet crisps? The trains are playing up, mate. It is just an all-round, very uncomfortable. Nothing on the pitch to get us excited about, mate. It's programs all sold out. They were £4 anyway. If I got to get my hand on any of them. Yeah, and we're like, bloody hell, what are we missing, mate? Right, Rice, Souček, Banana. Yeah, I did see Souček in that Europa, and he was kind of okay, wasn't he, mate? And Rice maybe and Anana sitting in the middle. Again, mix it up, isn't it? I'm not going to say no to that. Just mix it up and have a good few players in your squad, and then you can kind of sort that out. Yeah, mate. Oh, is he? I think they put in a bid again, haven't they? And they got turned down, and they put an improved bid in. It's just frustrating, mate. Yeah, for me, from what I'm hearing, I don't think I think he's breaking down. I could be wrong. He's 34, is he? And you know the Premier League is very fast, very physical, and if you've got no pace on you, it's difficult. It's difficult. You're right, mate. Let me just close that one down, everyone. Go back in here. So that's Anana. And, I mean, that's why we went in for that Zielinski, didn't we, everyone? Number 10. So David Moyes wants to play more than one way, hopefully, and one of those ways is a more attractive way, hopefully. So even then, he's kind of understood that when I came in, we needed stability, stamina, strength, organisation. So you bought more players that were good on the defensive side of things, but now we all know we can't really score much. Quite predictable to mark, and I'm just worried about Brighton, Spurs, Liverpool, Forest. Shall I say? I don't know. You know, all these games coming up, and Cornet will give us that extra. But listen, if Cornet's on the bench, I'm going to flip. Seriously, you know. Just get these players in and get them started, you know. Yeah, Gallagher's story is picking up after, wasn't it, everyone? I think we've gone in for him, but Chelsea are playing hardball, aren't they? They're saying don't want to give it to us. I think that's the problem. Broja, it's all gone quiet. I think they don't want to give him to us. I think Broja and Gallagher could go back on loan. Maybe Everton will grab them. I mean, even there's a few they definitely want to get rid of because they rate them so badly. So they don't mind if some rubbish that they think, like Ross Barkley. I mean, Hudson-Odoi, one or two of them look okay. So Chelsea got loads of players, but they don't want to give them to us because we're kind of London and we finish kind of around them, don't we, everyone? So, yeah. But I'd rather have him than not Gallagher. Come on, he was kind of okay, wasn't he, at Everton? Give us an extra option in there, really. But Epic, what it is, it's a scattergun approach now, right? We're just going for anyone in every position now, right? It's panic time, everyone. It's the 11th of August. What we got? About 2.5 weeks left? That's what's happening, right? So we're going for any centre half that's available. We're going for anyone who plays in centre mid, number 10, any fullback. I don't know what's going to happen, right? And I don't know what's going on. It's just I think the other clubs know we're kind of desperate now. We just need a mixture, mate. We need to, okay, if you need to spend a lot of money on a really good player, then do it, you know. Apparently, we were there or thereabouts to pay 30 odd million for Onana. Then that money is still there. But the bit I don't get, again, going back to Lingard, is You didn't agree terms with Lingard, which is a 3, but then you got Cornet for 70.5 million. If Lingard had come in, you could have used that 70.5 somewhere else, left back, right back, right? Unless I'm being really silly and naive, and we've got a lot more money than I think. So something isn't adding up, right? I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on. It's just such a confusion, you know. But what I'm hearing from David Moyes is giving us the hint that we're just not closing the deals down, right? And that's terms and price. And that lies with Sullivan. That's the problem. We're bidding too low and annoying the team, mate. I mean, for me, Lanzini's time's kind of up. But then I wouldn't mind him on the bench. I wouldn't mind Antonio on the bench. A lot of you in the chat have said Antonio on the bench would be a fabulous choice. You know, the defence wouldn't want to see 75 minutes Antonio coming on. And then hopefully the team does well, a couple of wins, and then you get confidence coming on, don't you, into that, really. I think he should be fine. Should be fine, Tommy, I think. I don't think he wants to go there again. Although I've heard Patrick Vieira is apparently a great guy to play for. And he's kind of done an okay job, isn't he? Yeah, mate. Ian, how you doing? You all right, mate? How many points do we get? Right. I did say 8 when before the season started, didn't I? I thought 2 wins, 2 defeats, and 2 losses. So I say 8. I'll stick to 8 then. So I think there's 1 more defeat to come. 1 more defeat. Actually, no, you've mentioned 4 clubs. So I said 8 points from the 6, didn't I? So from this one's, I think 5 and a win from the other one. I forgot we'll be playing after Spurs, but I think 5. I think we beat Forest. We draw Brighton, Villa, lose Spurs. Or should I say 8? We beat Villa. 7. 5 or 7, mate. 5 or 7. Definitely beat Forest. Draw with Brighton. Win or loss against Villa, and it's difficult. Bloody hell. I say 6. I say 6 then. I say 6, yeah. It could be 2 wins, 2 defeats, or something like that. Yeah, 6, mate. Ryan is scattergun approach. It's a mess, mate. It's a mess. I don't know what's going on. This guy from PSG, let's have a look at him quickly. They're looking at 17 million, but we're bidding way below. Number of caps for Germany. Centre back, right-footed. I thought we were looking for left-footed centre back, weren't we? I'm not sure. Let's have a look at his stats by club. "27 games, 2 goals, PSG. 3 games in the Champions League. 24 the season before." Let me know in the chat. Is he quite pacey? Is he? Let me know. Should I put his footage up? Let me put his footage up for you lot. I don't think I'm going to get done for that. Let me put his footage up. Come on, mate. Where are you gone? 3 months ago. So hopefully get that done. Robert's getting annoyed. Robert. Listen, the season's already started. 1 defeat. Forest game is upon us. The way David Moyes is going around, mate, there is panic at the club now, mate. It's scattergun. It's a panic. And like I kept saying, 100 million, 4 or 5 players in, might be good for another club, not for us, mate, because we always do it at the wrong time, don't we, everyone? Always do it at the wrong time. Mandy thinks we're going to get 12 points. I like that enthusiasm. Oh, mate. Wow, 4 wins. Why not, mate? Oh, is he both footed? Brilliant. Hopefully, Agard will be back sooner than we think, isn't it? Rush Green. Anyone been there? Let me know in the chat. Hope you're doing, Apache. Okay. I went once or twice to Chadwell Heath, which again is a hell of a trip for me. You know, Kent's such a big county. I think we still got it, haven't we, Chadwell Heath? I don't know what we do there. That's coming up, everyone. I think the tickets are coming up. We're seeing anything, mate. Anything, isn't it? That kind of thing. It's just, I don't know what to think of it, right? I don't know what to think of it. It's just annoying. And every day I look at the news, it's just a different name. There's no planning to it. So I don't know. It could be Conor Gallagher, could be Ross Barkley, could be Hudson-Odoi, could be Broja. It could be any old centre-back a team doesn't want that you get out on loan. I think we're running out of perhaps names on the list. I don't know, because like David said, that a lot of them we've lost, haven't we? They've gone to other clubs. They're not there anymore. And the free ones have been snapped up, right? So that's why I didn't understand why we didn't get some people in the free at the beginning. So it is getting annoying. Billy Gilmore's at Chelsea. I think they want to get rid of him. Again, it's another body, isn't it? Someone who didn't have a great spell at Norwich, but I'll get him in. Cantwell, what's happened to him at Norwich? Why has he suddenly gone down? Can we look at him? Because Harry Redknapp always to bring back players who were good. They've gone down, and then suddenly he used to pick them up. People like Di Canio and that kind of thing. We've got to kind of look at it. I mean, the other thing, what about Mings? I mean, that's all come up again, isn't it? Mings. I mean, what's going on with that? Tyrone Mings. What I'm going to do now is let's have a look at any players from the other leagues that you fancy, right? So let me have a look at, where's he gone again? Let's have a look. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to do show and fancy football next week, everyone. Probably Monday, yeah? So I'm going to go through the teams very quickly and let me know if there's any names that pop up that they might want to get rid of. Zinchenko, by the way. Whoa, what a game, eh? What a game. Date one to sell. Where's he gone? Turney. There's one Cedric. Is it Cedric? Hang on, who's he? There's one defender Arsenal want to get rid of. He's not in there. Don't know where his name's gone. Martinelli. Pepe. They want to get rid of Pepe. Let me know in the chat. They want Pepe. That's it from them. Villa is Mings, isn't it, everyone? Mings. Yeah, Mings from them. Again, they got Digne in quick, didn't they? Got rid of Target. Midfielders. They got Bouba Kamara in, who was free transfer. Why didn't we go for him? So all the free transfers have gone early, and we've just waited. And that's why we ended up with Benrahma, because we wasted time getting people in, and we went for a few people who were just there. Don't think there's anything there. What about Brentford? Not really. Look at Tony. Brighton, not really. Have they? Chelsea's where a lot of them are there, aren't they, everyone? Oh, my God. Loftus-Cheek, Gallagher, Barclay, Gilmore, so Broja. They got a lot that we could be interested in. Everton, it's just that they got a lot of injuries, so I don't think they're going to get rid of too many of these. Onana's in there. Fulham, obviously, not really going to get rid of anyone. Leicester got anyone? They do want to get rid of Maddison, but we ain't. I think he's a bit injury prone, everyone. I don't think he'll come to us. He wants the Spurs move, apparently. Daka's gone all quiet, everyone. They took him ahead of us, didn't they, Daka? And then they never really did much with him anyway. Because what they really should have done is carried on with Nacho, who had a great season 2 seasons ago. So now when Vardy's fit, these two don't get a game. So Daka again might be decent because they need some money. But then they're going to want... Did you hear about Fofana, who again we wanted? He chose Leicester a couple of years ago. They're about to get 80 million from Chelsea. They bid 70 million, and Leicester, they sold Maguire for 93, 92, was it? Leicester, mate. Bit like Daniel Levy, they know, don't they? They know how to get their money in there. Phillips, is this the one we looked at? Nat Phillips. Can't we get him now? I think some of you didn't like him, did you? Darwin, Firmino, Jota. No one in there, mate. No one in there. Man City, Man United, Newcastle, Southampton, Ward-Prowse, isn't it? Spurs. You want Ndumbele? We don't do any business with them, do we? Doherty's up for grabs, I think. He doesn't like him anymore. So that's Wolves. We haven't got money to sign Nuno, have we? Neves or any of them lot. So let me catch up with the chat and see what's going on. Sir Nook has joined. Sir Nook. I've got lots of comments to catch up with. About to take some water before I carry on. Yogi. Have you done any research on any of these, Trini? I hope you're doing all right. I haven't done any research on these lot. Yeah, let me know if you've done any research on these players. Any good? That is one. There was two positives from that game, Ruby. One was that we only lost 2-0, which is respectable. But having said that, with a half decent team, we could have got a draw. We did look comfortable before that sudden penalty. Johnson, half little bit him losing the marker, half a bit of Areola not coming out. I thought that was a good time to play them. Fulham at Liverpool proved that, but we just didn't take advantage, and we just didn't have any answers or any. Once there's 1-0, we weren't going to come back into it, and they were just playing like an exhibition match, just taking the mick, passing it around. No threat from us, Bit of a waste of time, that game. The other positive was Skamaka. Very, very happy with what I saw. Had that striker's intelligence. He wasn't waiting for the ball to come to him like sometimes Antonio Haller do. He was looking for it, being mobile, trying to find space and be an option where the ball could. And he had that great header that we didn't know at that time was offside. I thought that's going in. Kind of jumped off my seat then. So what I like, and I wanted to start at Forest. I think Forest, we got to just do it. Don't sit back. Don't play 5 at the back. Just go at them, right? And I think they're going to leave some gaps at the back. So like that formation I showed, use it. Yeah, play Cornet, play Skamaka at the front, get Antonio in there, Bowen, attacking front 4. Let's go for it, mate. That's what I'm thinking. Mate, long time. What about that story with Arnie linked with Man United, and they quickly stopped going for Arnie because the fans were blown up, weren't they? Bologna wanted a lot of money for him. He's 33 now. Looks very fit though, Arnie. Yeah, long time, innit, mate? Didn't notice Lanzini or Benrahma or Fornells. Just sick of saying the same thing over and over again, mate. Just drives me mad. Drives me mad, mate. I did that one, didn't I? You know what I'm like. I don't know what we're looking for. Listen, I don't know, mate, but we have. Oh, mate. I mean, surely you had some kind of meeting before the January window. Why didn't you buy anyone? Oh, mate, why didn't you buy anyone in January, right? And Rob Newman was in by then. And then you get ready for this window. And why have we not just? I mean, Klosic left wing back, so we had 18 million or 12, 13 million for that deal. Just go for someone else. Surely there's someone in the Championship, up and coming, young player with a good engine on him, good delivery. Just do it, you know. If you want a CDM, that's got to be because Rice has told him I'm going. So I can assume Rice is going now. He has to be going. I don't know if he's going to go in December or next summer. Why else would we willing to pay 30, 32, 33 million for Onana, which would have been an un-West Ham thing where we're being proactive. We're bringing a player in that will learn under Rice, and by next summer, he'll be ready to take over that mantelpiece. Slip through our windows, isn't he? Slip through our windows, everyone. And what about something happens to Skamaka? We can't put too much pressure on him. We need another one next to him or on the bench. How you doing, Freshfielder? You right, mate? Mate, day to day, I don't know what's going on, mate. It's a complete mess. Yeah. How you doing, mate? Yep, he's very fed up. Frustrated, fed up, and even more or less saying what's going on. Saying, I don't know. Because I can't tell you how many players I've gone for. We've gone for so many players, so many bids. And it hasn't been done because of... Obviously, he even more explained that we're going for a higher level of player than we normally do. Because we're trying to finish in the top 6 again. And the term, we are unwilling to break our wage structure to accommodate these so-called better players. So how many times are you going to find a Kufal or Souček for next to no money, or a Bowen in the Championship? Cornet's a great price, but there's not so many of them around, is there? There was a few transfers. I told you free transfers should have gone for them, mate. And even with Lingard, there's no fee to be done, mate. And you've taken 6-7 weeks and unable to agree a deal with Lingard when there's no other team involved in that deal. It's just him and his brother or whatever, and you can't strike a deal. And then Tarkowski, you want to pay 25 million for him 18 months ago, but now you don't want to touch him. That's fine. It's fine. It is what it is, isn't it? The problem now, everyone, is all the players we're going for, Newcastle are coming in strong now. That's the problem. I think, Mandy, everyone's getting 5-year contracts now. It's standard. I think Dupe's got one. Vlasic is going to have something similar if he signs permanently. You just have to go. You have to go with the flow to get the deal done. Oh, is that the one that's gone to Villa, mate? I haven't seen him, but that's a free transfer, Tommy. We were tracking him and willing to pay a fee in January or the window before. But listen. Connor Cody, right? He joins Lampard. Again, it's a kind of a free. What is it? £1 million loan fee? Yeah. Again, they would have made sense financially, right? Good organizer, good professional. He says, I had a phone call from Lampard, one of the best phone calls about football I ever had in my life. So that's telling you he's gone because of the manager. This boy Kamara, has he gone to Villa because of Gerrard? Because they don't really know David Moyes, do they? They know Lampard, they know Gerrard. So some of those deals are being lost because of that. But how you can't get the Lingard over the line? Because it'll be another story if we said we didn't want him. That's fine, right? But you've wanted him, and you still screwed up, and that's embarrassing. It is Razor, but you get him on loan, right? You do a clever deal. You get him on loan, so you don't put too much down, and then we use each other. He uses us to get in a team. England, we use him because we need a centre half in the interim, don't we? Right? Can't promise him games because we got 3-4. So that's up to him to prove himself. But I'm guessing he's a good leader. But he's not ideal. But as a third, fourth centre back, I kind of take it because I can't see who else is coming in, mate. Yeah. Mings. Yeah. How you doing, mate? You alright? I think Klosic is on the way to Juve this week, isn't he, mate? He's going there this week. And knock knock, who's there? So look. We were after a Nacho from Man City. This is the time 3 years ago where Leicester used to just get in front of us. Have a look at our training ground. Look at that kind of thing. I don't know what's going wrong with them now. They got the money. There you go. Freshfield has already done a bit of research. Actually, the story about that. So we were about to sign Gordon Banks, but West Ham, being West Ham, had a gentleman's agreement, a verbal agreement to sign. Oh God, begins with F. He was from Scotland. Bobby Ferguson. And we've given our word to sign Bobby Ferguson, who's nothing great. So we gave up on Gordon Banks. Everyone, typical West Ham. It's all right mix, isn't it? It's all right mix, right? You can picture it with David Moyes kind of knocking on the door saying, "What's going on? Like, I wanted that player 2 weeks ago. You're talking to him. Is it done? Oh, yeah, we're trying to get it done. We're trying to get it done. Yeah, it won't be another minute. Yeah, it won't be half a day." And just keep losing him. It's embarrassing coming back to your manager and saying, "Sorry, if you've got any other players lined up, we've lost him." Lampard, that Lingard, that is embarrassing, mate. Oh my God. No wonder you're going to be kicking bins around, mate. Like, what the hell? And even Rice, Bowen, dressing room, Gaffer, any new players coming in, like. That's why we're trying to get that wing back who could link in with Skamaka with the really good set pieces, because I think we're giving up on Cressy now. Yeah, interesting, isn't it, Alan? I don't know if X has said something. Has X said anything about that? Yeah, we can't get rid of any more, can we, mate? Let me bring that comment up. We can't get rid of any more now, can we? Can't get rid of any more until they go. Till we bring some more in, mate. I don't think it's him now, mate. I don't think it's David now, mate. I think he gave in a couple of names and we've not been able to get anyone in. Yeah, but there's no fee. Hope you're doing all right, Christian. There's no fee. You got to take that into effect. Otherwise, he would have been about 20 million. So what's 20 million a week then over 4 years? 20 million fee. Divide that by 4 years. Divide that by 52. So 20 million over 4 years is about 98 grand a week. So that is really like 90 grand a week because you're not paying the 20 million. So you've got to weigh up. You've got to weigh up a bit. Nah, nothing, mate. Nothing at all. I'm about to sneeze in a minute. That's about it, mate. That's about it. Nothing. There we go. Bless Jazz. Bless Jazz. One more, I think. I usually do 3. Okay, I'm holding on the second one. Hang on. They're all like that, aren't they, mate? They're all like that. I'm sure there's been times where the board were ready. They gave him the money and he was kind of, not sure. And we're suffering, aren't we, mate? Very good point, Mr. Christian. A very good point. Very good point. So we've got so much knowledge in the chat. Thank you for sharing that with us. And thank you for watching. And please subscribe. Oh, mate. They're pop duo from the 80s, aren't they? It's a shame because we did all right. We should build up. We should always improve season by season. Otherwise, we go all the way down again and we let Villa, Everton, Spurs, Arsenal go above us. Yeah, let's keep an eye on him. Let's see how he develops, isn't it? Either we're going to cry or we'll be all right about it. Or if he signs permanently, there's going to be a buyback clause from Chelsea in it. So you wouldn't be happy with that either. So Chelsea are playing, rightly so, he's their player. They can do whatever they want. It's getting, no, he's very annoyed. He's like what we are, right? So Moyes is like getting annoyed like us. But it's going to kick off, mate. It's going to kick off. I don't think there's any good atmosphere at the moment around the ground. Hope you're all right, Kevin. Join a bit late, mate. Hope you're all right. It's a 1 hour. I'm going to have to shoot off soon. There's something I need to do. So thank you, everyone, for joining in. Not many players to talk about in terms of coming in or any bids or any medicals, but I wanted to discuss my feelings, share it with you, share your feelings, which is I think we are in a bit of a shit situation at the moment. We are unstuck. We are scattergun approach again because for one reason or another, we have not brought in enough players in the right positions, right? And even those ones that come in, none of them were ready for the first game, which is embarrassing anyway, right? So we've lost our 3, 4, 5 targets we had and brought in about one that came in Cornet, right? So let's see what happens over the next couple of days. If this centre-back comes in PSG, is he going to be signed in time for Forest? I don't think so, the way we work, right? He's going to have to be flown in medicals and go back again and tie in some few more loose string and that stuff. I don't think we're going to have any signing ready in time for next. I heard Brentford have bought someone in again, 17 million ready to go in straight away, and 1 or 2 other clubs are buying players that are ready to hit ground running next week. So it's not good enough. It's not good enough, West Ham United. The season's already started, and I don't want that league form from last December being the norm now, really. So I hope everyone has a good day, and we will catch up hopefully in the next couple of days if I have any breaking news for you guys. But at the moment, this was just a typical moaning show and very concerning show, everyone. It's just not good enough, is it? So we'll catch up. Hopefully it'll be positive feeling, and we can see some things being done in the background to fix this dire situation we're in at the moment. So come on, you Irons. Hope you have a good day. Keep cool, be safe, drink plenty of water, stay in the shade, and we'll catch up very soon. Yeah, take care. Keep subscribing as well. We've got to get that 1,000. We're on 806. Let's hit 1,000. Take care.